Whatever. Yeah, we're here. Hi, everybody. How's it going? We're going to do a show. This is a Sulk stream, and we're going to do a show. We're going to do a show. I forget what the thing is about. It doesn't really matter. Why people are avoiding relationships. That's what we're going to do. I'm sure it's going to be some shit I'm probably going to yell about and blame women or I don't know. It doesn't really matter. So get ready. Do all that shit. Yeah. Let's just start. Let's just fucking start.
I'm so pissed off. I just got home from a date. The guy walked out literally 10 minutes into our date. So we matched on Hinge, and I have really good photos.
You're not pretty.
Of myself on Hinge.
You're not pretty, so I really doubt that.
Two of them are AI generated. They look.
Well, then you're lying on Hinge, aren't you? You're lying, aren't you? If you're like, I have very pretty photos on Hinge, and some of them are AI generated, well, then you're lying on Hinge. You're just a fucking catfish, aren't you? I thought you were lying when you said you had pretty photos, because I'm looking at you now. You got a big old Frankenstein jaw. And then you're like, well, some of them are AI generated. That's not you, is it? You're lying.
Look exactly like me.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. I feel like if you weren't trying to misrepresent something about...
I would love to see these photos and just see if it's actually you. Maybe it's a 6'4" Asian lady or something like that. Something impossible. I've seen them. They're out there, though. My sister-in-law is one. She's like 6'4" and she's Chinese. She's a very sweet girl, though. But you're a fucking liar. You're obviously a liar. You said pretty first, and I couldn't believe that. And then you said AI, which then I'm like, okay, they're probably pretty photos, but they're not of you, so you're lying.
About your appearance, you wouldn't be using AI.
While we were out on our coffee / walking date, within the first 15 minutes, he asked me where one of my photos was taken. I'm not a liar, so I said that it was an AI generated photo.
How does that not make you a liar? How does that not make you a liar? Tell me exactly how that makes you... When you post a photo of yourself that's digitally generated, completely digitally generated, right? I'm not talking about touching it up in Photoshop, even though that is also lying. But if you really want to get down to it, wearing makeup is lying. So we're going to have to draw the line somewhere. And I think completely fabricating a photo out of the dreams of a computer is lying. Right? Right? I think that's a fair line. Is that a fair line for everybody?
And he said, yeah, I don't think we're a match. And he left.
No shit. This is catfishing. This is just like when that super duper fat chick goes like this, right? Here's a picture of me. And it's like this. You don't get the cheeks. You don't get the chin. No, this is the frame. This is the frame, right? Because everything outside of these features, which is heavily doctored with makeup and stuff too, is just fat. Just fat, right? On her forehead, it actually shades her eyes. This is how she looks all the time. She looks like she's wearing a baseball cap because she's that fat. She hides hundreds of pounds in the next room and takes a selfie in the mirror, right? Oh, look at me. Here I am. I am extremely fat. Ugh. The audacity some of these broads have. And look, you're not the worst looking one. You're honestly not the worst looking one, but I don't know if you got another filter on this. You don't. It doesn't look like you have a filter. You put on some makeup. You're definitely mid, though. You're not knocking it out of the park. I don't mean to be rude about it. Well, yeah, yes, I do. Yes, I do, because I don't want to be polite. I'm sick of living in this polite society where everyone's, oh, don't say that. Like some black guys going nanners inside a Walmart, and you have to just keep to yourself and just keep shopping and shit like that. We pussified ourselves into being a complete pushover of a society because everyone wants to be fucking polite. We're Americans. We don't have to be polite. British people do. But no, we don't. We don't have to. We can start swinging on people. Maybe we should.
left. That seems so dramatic to me. And also, like, everyone is using AI generated photos. If they look like you, who cares? The ones I use with humans look exactly like me. They're not like the
No. And that doesn't look anything like you, stupid. That doesn't look at anything. Obviously, look, it sharpened out your chin. It got rid of a lot of wrinkles and stuff like that. It smoothed out the blotchiness and stuff. It's somewhat like you, right? It's somewhat like you. But it's not. This woman has much nicer hair than you, too. Yours is all split ends and dry. And look at all this. Look at all that. Split ends. It's split ends. Do something about that. Right? Instead of spending money on puka shell necklaces.
the crappy ChatGPT ones. So what is the difference? Who cares? I don't know. If you're a straight man, let me know. What do you think?
Freeside says John uses piss in his cornflakes exclusively. That's why he's like this. Yeah.
Gotta be kidding me. You're gaslighting, right? It's easy to see why the guy was
I think
mad.
someone repeated John's cornflakes today. Yeah. I've been in a mood. I've been in a bit of a mood. All right. If you must know, I've been in a bit of kind of a mood. All right. So it's just been one of those streaks where like fuck, shit's just going wrong. And I'm like, fuck, that's frustrating. Fuck, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. I don't know. And maybe I have emotional regulation issues too. You ever think about that? You ever think I'm just sick in the head? Because I do. When I lay in bed at night and I'm like, maybe I'm really actually a lot more fucked up than I thought. Which is already pretty, I mean, it's already a pretty high bar. Huh? Or maybe I'm just pissed that we're going into a gigantic fucking war. Right? Maybe I just wanted a stable life. Maybe I wanted just like a basic kind of, where I have kids and stuff like that. I'm not worried about them like being fed into a war machine. I'm not worried about a nuke going off. Cars aren't $1 billion. Money is flowing. Everyone has a reasonably easy life. It doesn't have to be easy. It just has to be like, it doesn't have to be God mode. The currency's collapsing. Gas prices don't know what they want to fucking do. But I can get over all of that. I can really get over all of that. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, man. My one wheel wasn't charged today. And that fucking pissed me off. Because I plugged it in. Right? I plugged it in. You know what I did today? I spent the day at the beach. This is me spending the day at the beach. Are you concerned? Are you concerned yet?
The most noticeable thing.
This is me relaxed. It was a very nice day at the beach. It was lovely outside. It was sunny. It was warm. The water was a little chilly, but it was still nice, right? I had a lot of fun with the kids. Rode my one wheel around. It was fine.
That I got rid of was your acne. Less noticeable to guys, but her hair looks super dry and frizzy and
Farrell says, what are we talking about? I don't know yet.
real life compared to the AI photo. And last, I think the most important one is that it removed wrinkles that are here, 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 and here, which makes
really smooth out a lot. And it knocked off. What do you guys think? 10 years? 10 years? Knocked 10 years off of you? And so you're just basically lying. You're just lying. You're just a fucking liar. Don't be such a liar. And also stay off those fucking apps. Right? You parade yourself like a whore. Those are whoring apps. You know that, right? You're whoring. You're being a whore.
you look several years younger than you actually
I
are.
will not goose frabba. Tell me what to goose frabba about. Tell me why I need to goose or frabba. Why? Why? You ever think there's too many chill people? Right? Everyone's like, everyone just needs to calm down, man. It's everything cool. Really? Everything is fucking bursting into flames, man. Maybe people should actually start getting pissed. Like really, really upset. Right? Like the Epstein Isle thing And like 9/11 was a thing, and COVID happened, and now this World War III, and, you know, the whole housing market and the economy is kind of taking a shit, and everyone's like, just chill out, man, it's cool. It's not okay. It's not okay with me. Is that what I'm upset about? Am I just like, am I picking up a vibe? Is that what's happening? People are getting blown up in the Middle East and shit like that, which happens. That doesn't bother me most of the time. Rarely does it ever bother me, honestly, because it's far away, right? But now there is a looming threat that it's going to piss off China, and it's going to piss off Russia. But again, I don't give a shit about any of that. Maybe I'm just in a mood.
But you know what? Good. I love the idea of women using AI photos on dating apps.
Farrell says, dude, you chilled and had some good family time today. Why are you so fired up? The mysteries of the universe, Farrell. I don't know. I rarely know. I honestly could not tell you. Sometimes I'm just like, just my nervous system decides not to take it today. You know, even though there's nothing wrong, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't point something out and tell you something's wrong. Sometimes it's like, fuck it. Just fuck it, man. I don't know, man. I've been in a funk. I've been in a weird place. And I can't tell you why. Don't ask me why. Sometimes it just be like that. I'm pissed today. Or I'm sad today. Or I'm some other kind of thing. So there's happy days. Sometimes I have those. And it really doesn't have anything to do with the events that, you know, transpire in the previous day or what's going on that day or anything like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just manic. Is that okay?
Because the more severe the catfish, the more people will stop trying to find relationships on their phone. These apps are cancer. They're like if mobile game companies took over the relationship market. Anyway, it's been a while on this channel, so I thought we'd check back in with modern internet dating and see how it's going.
And ladies, even men who went to Harvard.
It's Shark Week for me? Oh, you saying I'm on my period? You think I could, it doesn't happen like that. It's not so predictable because if I were a woman, I would just look at the calendar and I'm like, oh, that's why I'm pissed because I'm on my period and stuff like that. But I'm not. I don't have a period. I don't bleed out my wiener once a month. And if I did, I'd go to the doctor and I'd be like, what's going on here? It would be a terrifying experience for sure. And if I did have to give birth out of my wiener, I wouldn't complain about it. Oh, it's the most painful experience a man can have. Birthing a baby out of my wiener. And it would hurt, wouldn't it? It would hurt real bad. But I wouldn't complain because I'm a man. All right. And that's not what I'm going to do. I'll be like, yeah, I did it. I barely felt it.
Business school are losers. I just went on a first date with a man. He picked a restaurant. I knew that.
Oh, you guys are going to roast me in the chat? That's cool. Just go ahead and do that.
This restaurant was a happening restaurant. He picked it, and he went to Harvard.
Hi, Rhea. Oh, she says, hi, I'm exhausted. Hi, exhausted. I'm pissed.
I thought that he knew to see if he was going to need a reservation. He went to Harvard.
If you don't think this is a made
Yeah. After I give birth to the baby out my wiener, they're going to sew it up so I'm like a virgin again. Is that what happens? Do wieners get looser?
story for TikTok femcells, then you're an idiot. I believe this person more than I believe her.
I got catcalled twice on this walk.
No, you
didn't.
didn't. TikTok.
No, you didn't. Who fucking... No, you didn't. No, I've never catcalled anybody ever in my entire life. But if I did, it wouldn't be that dude. Wouldn't be that dude. No, sir. No, sir. I wouldn't. No. So you're delusional in a lot of ways, right? You're delusional in a lot of ways. Arden says, chill, brah. You can only change what's in your control. All else is what it is. Somebody's got to be angry. I will take all the anger. I will absorb it, and it'll fester as a tumor in my brain, right? And then that will be my angry tumor. And then I'll have that, right? Honestly, nothing's wrong. Nothing is wrong in my life. Bills are paid. Wife's happy. Kids are happy. I don't have anything coming up. I'm good. I honestly just sometimes I'm pissed. Sometimes I'm over it. Sometimes I just have a lack of energy. Or maybe I'm just like, ugh. Everyone's like, chill out, John. Chill out. And this dude's like, yeah, I'm getting catcalled. Bro, you were not getting catcalled. No. Christian says skill issue. About what? Skill issue about what? What exactly am I failing? For it to be a skill issue, I would have to be failing at something. What am I failing at? I don't, what am I failing at? Go start a fire. I do that pretty regularly. That is pretty cool. I do like doing that, right? I do that probably once a week. It's pretty sweet.
TikTok as a whole, especially the dating meta, is literally just the Arthur meme.
How do you know if any of this stuff is true? You mean just lie?
Farrell says, we're talking about birth because John's on his period, Rhea. Yada, yada, yada.
You really think someone would do that?
Yeah, I'm on my period. I'm gay and I'm on my period. Mm-hmm. Yep. Spent the day at the beach and I'm angry about it.
Go on the internet and tell lies?
That shit is so hilarious, and no matter how many times I watch...
Have you tried getting good? At what, motherfucker? Tell me what I'm not good at. I mean, shut up, because you're going to list a bunch of things, and some of those things you will be absolutely right at. But, like, what am I... I'm not failing anything. I don't think I'm failing anything. What am I failing? Sometimes I'm just irked. You guys never feel that? You guys never feel irked? You guys ever, like, I don't know, just feel like, I don't know, it's just like, You wake up like that, right? You're just like, and I'm like, I'm doing this again? It's not from a point, it's not like sadness of failure. I don't think I'm failing. I think I'm doing pretty well in a lot of areas of my life. I'm not mad specifically at anything. But there is this overall, just like, what the fuck? Right? And I can't put my finger on it. Maybe I am on my period. You know what? We're just going to go with that. I'm on my period. And it's my heavy flow day. It is my heavy flow day. Jess, ice cream! Oh, she better bring me ice cream.
Watch this. It progressively gets funnier every year.
I just mean that some of the details...
Whoa, I never thought...
Chemical imbalances are for noobs. All right, well, I am never graduating. Because I'm going to be chemically imbalanced my entire life.
that. This is terrible. What if none of it's true? What if they're all lying? How would we ever...
Freeside says, what did I miss? A whole lot of nothing, dude. A whole lot of nothing. That apparently has affected me greatly.
know?
If they only knew how many social
Farrell says John's on his period, Freeside.
media influencers would base their entire careers off of telling incredibly obvious lies that people are too stupid to recognize. I mean, how many men are taking dating advice on
Generation anger caused by white suffrage and black fatigue. Not especially right now. Not at this instant.
women from guys who are obviously in the closet, and how many women are taking pointers from other women who are obviously prostitutes?
Don't take advice from prostitutes. John's hot tips of the day. Don't take advice from prostitutes. Write that down, Farrell.
I can't believe we still have women saying shit like this after relationship guru, the wizard Liz, got cheated on by a Pokimane simp.
My husband loves me for simply existing.
How do you and your husband split finances?
We don't. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money, and my money is my money.
And
All right. I'd be fine with that. I would be fine with that. But I'd be like, okay, but your money, like, you really have to not have a job. So, yeah. Your money, whatever you make doing nothing, is all yours. Because you have to, like, do stuff around here.
I just think now, like, people are like, oh, that's gold digging or that's something. No, it's not.
Okay, then I'm digging.
Yeah,
for
okay.
gold.
Holy shit, this chick is married. Well, ultimately, I blame the man in this situation because as bad as all the catfishing and TikTok advice is.
Why do you blame the man? You're taking this woman seriously. You're taking this woman at her word and shit like that. I pay for Jess. I pay her whole way. She does shit. Don't get me wrong. But, like, she don't have to. She don't have a job. But I don't want her to get a job. And if she came to me and she's like, I'd like a job, I'd be like, well, I'd like you to go back to the kitchen, please. And she would. Because, no, you're not getting a job. No, the kids are here. And then you have, like, I have the things I do, right? I can't be watching the kids while you go pretend you're doing. No, thank you. Ignore that woman. Ignore her. Why would you not ignore her? Okay. Okay, hang on.